Alright, so this is just We the People News, y'all. Alright, so this video is going to be from arm length, okay? Because I have not researched it, so this is going to be hearsay. However, I thought this was interesting, and even though I know this and know that, there's certain things I don't know, and I don't know that. Alright? However, I just kind of want to share this. Now, this guy kind of puts out YouTube, but he kind of throws out little gold nuggets. He's got web channels that you go to and all this kind of stuff. But his name is James C. Lovett. Lovett. All right, he's got some good nuggets in there, y'all. I don't get to research as much as I would like, but this is something I'm throwing out there for you guys to do your own research, right? Because everything I say or do right now is just opinions, y'all. You got to do your own research. You got to be able to protect yourself by any means necessary, right? Never look straight forward. Always look around you to be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. Speaking of which, I'm not an attorney. I am not giving legal advice, okay? It's just opinions. Opinions only, y'all. Do not take it as such legal advice. All right, let's proceed forward.
Mad at it, back at it. Let's get going. Once again, hit that bell and subscribe. I thank you for each and every one of you guys checking out the videos. If this is your first time, remember, if you want to see all the videos, make sure you go to youtube.com/James C. Lovett. It's all one word. And there, scroll down and click the view more videos or the full video list. Once you click that, you can see all the videos except for the ones that are in the private area, which is the Wolf Pack. All right? Now, let's get going. As always, if you see anybody using any of my materials, calling the sovereign citizens or anything else like that, report them for bullying and slander and defamation of character. Thank you in advance.
Go nugget right there, y'all. So, just saying, right? I've told you guys that when people challenge the jurisdiction of the courts, that there is case law on there, and I got videos of these case laws that's there. But these lawyers have a tendency to say they're sovereign citizen. Slander, report them. All right?
All right, now, let's take a gander at this. So everybody always asks, what is the BAR? Well, the BAR stands for the British Accredited Registry. Yes, British. So why are you going to court if it's based off the BAR? But people are like, well, but it's the American BAR. Yeah, American, working as an association or as a franchise with the British Accredited Registry. And it's an association. All right? So by law, okay? By law, actual law, Supreme Court, Constitution, real lawyers, okay, are supposed to be licensed. Okay, they're all supposed to have a license. 9 times out of 10, your so-called judge, okay, or your honorable, whatever, is usually just a magistrate, an administrator to the trust or to the accounts. All right? So, here's a tidbit. I'm not going to tell you what all you can do with this. I'm just going to present it as education and entertainment purposes from your favorite non-belligerent, peaceful nation, Bad Wolf Entertainment. All right, so here we are at the AmericanBar.org. Okay, so I don't know. Could you check to see if your lawyer, their lawyer, the magistrate, if they're truly licensed? Because if they're not licensed, or maybe they've lapsed, maybe they're no longer part of the bar, I don't know, can they then do what they're doing? Can they then go against you? Can they then represent you? Can they then judge over you? But anyway, I mean, I don't know. So I guess the whole thing here is that, once again, how does a British franchise have jurisdiction over you if you're an American? Well, even though they're calling it the American Bar, But where do you get where's your jurisdiction coming from? So let's just back up for 1 second here. Let's go here. What does the bar stand for? In law, the bar is a legal profession. So it's okay. As an institution, the term is metium for the parts of the courtroom reserved for spectators. So it's the bar. Okay. So basically, where the line goes across and everybody sits behind it, it's behind the bar.
Also, he just said spectators. So think about that, y'all.
So, what does the bar stand for in regards to lawyers? In the United States, corporation, foreign, the lawyers, bar stands for the British Accredited Registry.
Now, listen to the little key points he kind of just spits out a little bit, right? Corporation, right? 18 U.S.C. 3002, 15 Section A, right? Section A 15. Okay? Just saying.
And is part of a property grabbing conspiracy. Well, that's true too. All right. So, let's see. And of course, there's lots of other variants of it for other things, but we're talking about in legal stuff.
So much is at stake now. Human rights.
Privacy, professional life, personal life.
It's not just securing Google, it's securing the internet.
If any attackers try to get in, I want them to have a very bad day.
Take me to the ocean, take me to the sea.
Whoops.
The use of the term bar to mean the whole body of lawyers. The legal profession comes ultimately from the English custom. Okay. In the early 1600s, a railing divided the hall in the Inns of Court, with students occupying the body of the hall and the readers on the benchers of the side. We could go into the whole thing of what bench means. The bench typically means the bank, but we'll leave that alone right now. You've got a barrister, lawyer, solicitor. Anyway, so let's get back to, where are we? Here. Okay, so now that you know a little bit more about what's going on, okay, that it's the American version of the bar, which is a franchise, like we have McDonald's in other places, and they're like, the Russian McDonald's and the whatever. Okay, same thing. But by ultimate law, any of these people who are practicing law have to have a license. That's why there's a thing called unauthorized practice of laws, because if you're considered to be inside of their little guild, okay, that's why they want to try to get you to say that you're practicing law, because then they want you to admit that you're inside their guild and you're not, so that's fraud. And then they can say, well, if you're trying to do that, that's illegal and you're not licensed to do that, because you have to be licensed. Okay, so each state has its own board where all the people who are licensed are supposed to be. So by going to the AmericanBar.org, we'll just take Texas here, click it. Now you can search for a lawyer and see all the information on them. Okay, their education, their certifications, if their language is spoken, fee options, their contact information, if they're part of the bar, which law firm, all the stuff, if they're in good standing. And this goes for your magistrates, okay? Usually a lot of times you'll have an honor or your honor, and they're really a magistrate, and they're basically just a lawyer, okay? A lawyer who knows a lot of how the game is moving, okay? They assume the title. And then, so they're supposed to be licensed as well, okay? If they're actually doing law, okay? Now, so here's where you want to check them out, okay? You can also find a lawyer if you need one. And let's see. Here they got like volunteers and pro bono for lawyers for the public. So typically, like we said before, all of the low-level courts that you're going to deal with are essentially, though they say they're for the public, they are for the public, but they're really doing private matters, okay? They're not judicial, okay? They're not like the Federal District Court or Supreme Court. And so we kind of talk about that a little bit more in the private for people who've done or will do or want to do consultations, which you can always go and get that done at Black Site 32. Once again, I do not provide legal advice. I don't do bonds. I don't do the 1099s. I don't get into your cases. It's just too much. I'd have to charge too much, and I can't do it. But I do provide you guys with the tools. So the rest of it is for you. So that's about it, guys. Not really a huge in-depth thing. This is just a tool to use to check out if determine if a person is licensed to practice law and they're in good standing. Okay, so you can call these places, you can email, you can pull their information, because if they're not in good standing, if they're not licensed, that being the judge too, that means it's fraud. It means your case can go bye-bye. Somebody's gonna have to recuse themselves. That's it for now, guys. Be good.
Oh, so we're going to stop there. Okay. However, I'm also going to take it a step further, and again, it's my opinion. I'm not giving them legal advice because I'm going from arm's length. Okay. Now, being licensed like I'm in state Texas, you've got to be licensed from the state. So if I wanted to be a lawyer, I got to go directly to the state to get a license, not through the bar union. Okay. So they have a bar card, but it's not really a license. They just call it a license. But it's not licensed because each and every lawyer is not licensed by the state. They are licensed by the bar, which the bar is licensed to the state to operate the union. Okay? Just because I work at the post office, just because I work there, don't mean I'm licensed to the post office. They just give me a privilege to work there. Okay? Same thing. They aren't licensed as attorneys. They just have a privilege to be called licensed attorneys. Again, I'm not giving legal advice. It's just my opinion. My opinion only. Because there has been cases out there where the Supreme Court says you cannot be licensed. So, I don't know. Y'all decide. This will be the People News. Bye, y'all.